What's up, everybody? Hey, check this one out. Now listen, I done this a couple of times and I don't know why people keep asking me, AB, did you do a fried chicken? I don't know how they not finding it, but anyway, listen, I'm gonna show you guys how to do fried chicken and I'm gonna show you something else. Instead of us going to the butcher and getting boneless and skinless, I'm gonna show you how to keep that skin so we can keep it extra crispy and we're gonna debone it ourselves. Let's get it. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a little trimming, right? And we're gonna do a little deboning. Now these got the bone in the inside. Did you guys know that it's actually cheaper for you to get them with the bone in the inside? That way when you do the work yourself, you're not paying the butcher to do it. So I'll put this excess, piece over here, this over here, because I like to just look at it, make sure it, it's clean. I do get rid of some of this fat because I don't like for my, my breading to be a little bit on the soggy side, right? So now you want to get yourself a sharp knife. I usually grab the bone, right? Look how I grab it here, and I take a sharp knife. You can see that this is sharp. You know what I mean? I just put the knife up against the bone, and I just come down this way, right? Move it over. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. It's about, you gotta get the right positioning too. So once you get it down this way, you know what I mean? You guys gotta do what's best for you, you know what I mean? So I take it, I kinda like come underneath it like this, and just run the knife this way. See how easy that cuts out? We just pull this down like this. We want to keep that chicken, folks. It is like a little bit of an art to it, but see how this kind of like twists out? Oh yeah, we got a little bit of that tendon here, but this is all of that dark meat that we all say that, hey, that's what we love, and this is that tender part, right? So we cut it here, and there you go. I'll set that over there, and now we got a boneless chicken thigh. These little pieces like this, they just not sexy once we go ahead and hit it in the dredge. Now you guys can cut this in half. If you want a bite-sized piece, I'm gonna do this one this way. I'm gonna go ahead and just cut it like this and just think, just after I bread this and put this, when I get it back, just imagine having that like on a sandwich. Yes, sir. All right, so after we do the deboning process, right, here we go. Now we wanna set up what you call, this is my marinade, right? Everybody seems to know about this right now. This is all just about, the buttermilk, what it does to it, adding some spice to it. Right, so we just add, our hot sauce, and then we're gonna add pickle juice. Then I'm gonna get all of it mixed together. I don't know why I grabbed that flour, because we are not putting that in there. Right, so let me put that back, and let me grab this pickle juice. Now I'm gonna take our buttermilk mixture. This is where we're gonna marinate everything in, right? And then we're just gonna cover this, just like you guys see. Yes, sir. Then you want to get yourself some saran wrap. We're gonna put this in the refrigerator and do it for the right amount of time. You know what, 24 hours for best results, you know what I mean? Overnight, you can do 4 hours, you know what I mean? But best is 12 hours plus. All right, so you look, I got it covered up, and don't laugh at my saran wrap work. It's always a little wrinkly, but anyway, it's sticking. We going into the refrigerator, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, folks, listen, I went ahead and marinated everything overnight, right? So listen, this is day 2. I done already took my saran wrap off. I'm gonna move this right here. I'm gonna be using this as my, my cast iron Dutch oven to go ahead and get everything, fried up, right? Now, you wanna get yourself a bowl. What I got right here is my flour. I add that. Then I got some cornstarch. And then we got some seasoning. Remember this, folks, you gotta be able to taste your flour, and your flour tastes like it got some seasoning in it. So don't forget, the full ingredient list is on my website at Smokin and Grillin with AB.com, and that's WITAB.com. Right, now I'm gonna add just a little bit of this paprika to it because I don't want to turn it like super red, but we just want to put a little bit in there. And this is smoked paprika, right, by the way. Now I'll be using my A-rub, getting us a little bit of that ooh-wee flavor. Remember, you gotta have, your flour has to be seasoned. Now I might say this 100 times, but that's how important it is. And then last but not least, I'm gonna add a couple of pinches. These are generous pinches of salt, right? And then for those of you guys that know me, know that I'm gonna put some pepper in here also. All right, so this is what we're getting ready to do. Now that we got our, our flour seasoned, I tasted it, it's right? I can taste my seasoning in my flour. So I'm just gonna drop this in here. And you guys get whatever type of station you would like. For me, I got these little trays. I like them. They actually come in a pack of 3. So if you got bread crumbs, a dry station and a wet station, you in the game. Because it's all 3 that's here. Now, we got this here. what I'm gonna do is you guys are gonna need to get yourself set up with like a baking sheet, you know what I mean, and a pan, right? So this is cooling rack. This is gonna be fine. Let me go ahead and bring this over here because we're getting ready to work, folks. All right, so get yourself some tongs because you're gonna want to keep your hands, you know, as clean as possible, right? So I take it, we let this drip, right? Then I'm gonna go ahead and just add it in here. I'm gonna get 2 pieces. Let's get a leg too. Now I'm gonna just turn this over. To be honest with you, I'm gonna work with this hand here. Get that going. And then this hand over here, we're gonna call that, this is gonna be our dirty hand. Right? So we get it over here and we wanna get it everywhere, folks. So I take it and I like to squeeze it just like this because I wanna get flour in every crevice, right? So when you guys look at that, look at here. You see that right there? Look, yes sir, but we're not done yet. Now we're just gonna stage it. Remember that baking sheet I talked about? We just staged that, right? We got our wing, give it a nice squeeze. Talk to me, folks. Tell me your age. Do you remember when you was a kid, there was no party wing? The only thing it was a whole wing like this. And remember your mama used to take it and fold it into a triangle. Tell me how many of y'all remember that. All right, I'm gonna do another one for you. I don't wanna bore you guys, you know what I mean? But we do one more. We just put that there, you know what I mean? And I say one more, but I mean one more station. You flip this over. Let's go ahead and get it coated with this seasoned flour. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but look at that right there. Ooh-wee. You can see the seasoning looking like Colonel Sanders. Some of y'all wanted me to say it looked like Popeyes, huh? Now, all we're gonna do is go ahead and fill up whatever we using to fry. All right, folks, listen. Now I got my oil this up to temp, right? And we got leftover flour, seasoned flour, right? So look, check this out. I'm gonna go ahead and go back into my marinade and just drop a few droplets in here. This right here is gonna be key. Some of you guys know about this and some of you don't. For those that don't know, we finna get woke. Now, you see me just putting these in here like that? This is cool. Don't worry about it. I'll set this off to the side. And you can actually take it and move it around. You see how it creates these little lumps? That's what you wanna have, right? This is gonna help us because we're getting ready to take our chicken that's been sitting up that whole time, adhering, you know, everything was like soaking into the marinade. Look at this right here. Once we put this on top right here, it's gonna make a few little knots on here. They're gonna stick to the chicken, and guess what, folks? We're gonna put that in there, and it's gonna be super crunchy. You'll see what I'm talking about. Almost look like a dirty, shaggy dog. All right, so take it, shake it like that. You see these right here? That's what you wanna have. Then we're gonna take it from here, and now we're gonna go into this hot grease. Okay, folks, listen, I don't want you guys to think that it's so much trouble to go ahead and do, fried chicken. But if you want to make chicken at your house and you want it to taste a certain way, and usually that means you don't want your chicken to be bland, then this is the proper way to do it. You guys let me know. I got a plate full of that. You see this right here? Now, if that ain't no crispy chicken, I don't know what is. I got it here. I'm just gonna show you, always gonna have my mashed potatoes, got my gravy, and then we're gonna do corn. And you ain't doing nothing if you ain't got them cornbread muffins, right? So with that being said, it's time for us to go in here. I really wanted to go in here and get some of this mashed potatoes and gravy, but here, this is for y'all. You hear that? Nice and crispy. Let me go ahead and just, ooh, look at that, oh my God. Talk to me, folks. Cheers. Whew. I know it ain't fair. Nephew, you gonna love these. Yeah. Hold on. Nephew don't want to change his shirt. I'm gonna be honest with you. Of course he want one of these. I might just hand him one. But anyway, he can wait. Listen, you guys tell me what you think. What would you put in there to make it, taste, and what is your favorite little thing that you do to your fried chicken? Other than that, you guys make this, come back, talk to me down in the comment section below, and we'll go from there. Now check this out. If you're new to my channel, let me take this time to say thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button, and tell everybody out there, there's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. It's time for me to get some more gravy, pour it all over this chicken, and I'm out.